And new this morning, we are hearing from an ICU nurse after a long battle with COVID-19. As many healthcare workers await their chance at the vaccine, she's sharing her story to those who've become jaded in this pandemic. Brody Carter joining us live with her story. Good morning, Brody.
Mike, good morning to you. For the past 9 months, COVID-19 has really taken the spotlight, one of the top stories every single day. So yeah, I mean, honestly, it's become exhausting. A lot of people have become jaded, but for those who've had it, they understand why it's so important to continue the conversation of COVID-19.
The pain, like the body aches, were just excruciating.
This is not just another story of one of the frontline workers who caught COVID-19 while fighting to save the lives of those you and I love.
I've done everything I was supposed to do. You know, I wore all the PPE at work. I wore a mask outside. We had been social distancing, not doing anything. I'm like, how is that possible?
It's about how you can help our nurses, like 43-year-old Melissa Jones, a registered nurse at Spectrum Health who knows just how much it sucks to catch the virus. And now a message to those who've become numb to this pandemic.
I have family members that are firm believers that COVID's not that big of a deal. And you can't shut things down. And I'm not wearing a mask. And everybody's going to get it. And, you know, 88-year-old grandma's going to die at some point anyway. So what's the big deal? And sometimes I just want to say, come to work with me for 4 hours and you'll see what the big deal is.
After watching her brother die in the ICU after a motorcycle accident, Melissa has made it her life's work, helping families through life's toughest battles, but says the pandemic has been a living hell.
I guess putting forth all this effort and watching these patients come in and they're so sick and they're so sick for such a long time, and families having to make these really, really difficult decisions.
After months of fighting the virus, the mother of two got sick, hospitalized in the same hospital she works for, bedridden for days, unable to work for almost a month.
I don't know how single parents or the elderly or anybody that lives alone could ever make it to get better when they're sick like this. Like, the fatigue was overwhelming and the body aches were so bad.
With help from her team at Spectrum Health, Melissa was able to make a full recovery after 6 weeks.
Well, and I had that stigma too. When I got sick, I didn't want any of the neighbors to know. Just basic getting up to take a shower and trying to get something to eat every day. It was hard. So I feel really bad for the people that are sick, have been sick, are going to get sick, that don't have the support that I had.
Instead of forfeiting her family's health, Melissa canceled Thanksgiving, likely to cancel Christmas. Now as the vaccines begin rolling out, she's next in line.
I'm excited, nervous, I think rightfully so for anybody, because this is uncharted territory. We can't just keep taking these risks. It's not a political thing. It's not right or left. There should be no fighting and arguing. If you get the chickenpox vaccine, if you do all of these other things that we have done, you wear your seatbelt every day, you look both ways before you cross the road so you don't get hit by a car, put on your mask.
Well, it's understandable why. You can see Melissa's now a spokesperson for taking the proper precautions. She also says, despite her hardships, Mike, that she's thankful for the trials that she's gone through, now able to walk alongside these families who are going through what she went through firsthand. Mike, back to you.